clothes here, right?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's like you worked here all your life.
Oh, thank you. I'm just sorry that I can't stay any longer.
Do you really have to go back to New Hampshire?
Yeah, I do. You know, I thought that when I started I could stay, but, well, I'm afraid things have changed.
Well, we're going to miss you.
Oh, Amy, thank you. I'll tell you what, you come visit me in Concord, okay? Real soon.
I would love to.
Okay.
Hi, ladies. How's it going?
Hello, what are you
Hi.
doing here so early?
Came to see an old friend. Your brother.
Johnny?
Yeah, you didn't know we were old friends?
No, I didn't. But then I haven't lived at home for a long time.
Well, I was a big fan for years.
Well, from what I understand, he had a lot of fans.
Well, it's one of ours. I mean, a Golden Gloves finalist. We were pretty proud of the guy, you understand. I haven't seen him for a while, but...
Well, Johnny never changes.
Oh, well, that's good. I heard he was a little ill. Nothing serious, I hope.
No, actually, he's fine now.
Good. Can I see him?
Oh, well, that's awfully nice of you, but I'm happy to tell you he's not here. Dr. Weber sent him home last night with a clean bill of health.
Not to mention some great news.
Yes.
What great news is this?
Well, he's in perfect shape and he's going to start fighting again.
That is good news.
I know it. And he didn't lose a minute, of course. He took an early flight to New York to look for his old manager, Packy.
Well, all right, John. That's good. Well, we'll all be in this corner.
Thank you.
See ya.
See you later.
Yeah.
I wonder how far it is.
What?
A store.
Laura, don't tell me you're checking out those ads again.
No, just looking, that's all.
As long as that's all you do.
You know, these are really very interesting. Do you know people get paid big bucks just to sit around and dream these things up?
Anything for you to part with your money, something that you really don't need but can't live without, right?
Well, this one just really jumps out at you. I don't know, something about it just caught my eye.
What's it for?
A new antique store?
Said that? I mean, a new antique store?
Yeah. Why?
Laura, if somebody got paid the big bucks to write that, they ought to be fired. I mean, who ever heard of new antiques? I mean, that's almost as bad as old antiques. I mean, antique means old, right?
No, not necessarily. All collectibles aren't antiques.
Collectibles?
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, they're things that people like to collect because they're rare or they like them. I don't know. For some people, it's glass bottles, beer cans. For others, it's comic books. I don't know, but this store looks like it has a lot of interesting things in a lot of categories.
Laura, collectibles or antiques, if they're pretty little carved ivory animals, you're not going within 20 blocks of that shop.
Yes, I need information on flight 12 coming in from
You look dreadful, darling. And to think the first time I
Sure,
saw
thank
you
you.
was in a uniform on the yacht.
I'd much preferred you in that island get-up compared to this malarkey.
Oh, but darling, we have to dress the part. We have to convince
yes.
that those people that we're not interested in them anymore, but things.
Uh-huh.
Do I look adequately frumpy?
You convinced me.
Yes.
Well, you're no Greek god yourself, darling.
Well, let's face it, we're not here for haute couture, but for objet d'art.
Oh, yes, now we have to choose what period we're going to do. To successfully fulfill a role, darling, we have to have credibility.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, it looks like Luke might not make it.
How come?
Well, his plane was late leaving New York, and now it's in a holding pattern somewhere over Port Charles.
Let's hope he gets here on time.
Really?
Well, with or without Luke, darling, the show must go on. You know, Jackie, you really didn't do such a bad job on this. I know so much about publicity and promotion being so closely associated, you know, with all my film promotions.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't have done better myself.
Thank you. Let's just hope it lures Laura into the store.
Well, I don't see how it can miss.
Well, knowing her like I do, we can't miss. I mean, this is exactly the kind of bait that would lure her into. Once she gets in there, we've got her.
Meantime, we have to convince this little clerk at the antique store that we actually are genuine collectors.
That's right, darling. In case we get there and we have to stay all day, we better have our story down pat.
Right. So, get an earful of this. I'm primarily interested in cut glass from the brilliant period.
The brilliant period. Oh, come off it, Robert.
Of course. Late 1900s, Heisey Glass Company, Ohio, actually, 1890.
Do you really know what you're talking about?
A cousin of mine used to collect this stuff.
Let me tell you, I am really impressed.
Okay, there's more.
Oh,
Actually, one of the most famous companies was the McKee Company, Jeanette, Pennsylvania. Oh, yes, circa 1852.
You're too much, Robert. Ugh.
Okay, well, listen, time out for me. You're the one that wanted the rehearsal.
Well, I was just waiting for my cue, darlings.
You got it.
Antique jewelry is my main interest, particularly the kind of key watches found in the Victorian ages.
Probably expensive.
Oh, of course. Oh, precisely, my dear. What's your name?
Simpson, Ronald, and what's with the accent?
Oh, you like it, darling? It's Australian.
It's awful.
I think it's quite good.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're so welcome.
I always have an ear for the accents, darling.
Well, she would have fooled me.
Well, thank you again, darling. Now, what's our story going to be? Are we going to be Mr. and Mrs.? What do you say, love?
I don't sound like that.
Well, darling, we never hear ourselves as others hear us. Now, what are we going to do?
We're going to be collectors. Obviously foreign ones.
Well, darling, that is not enough. I mean, we could run out of dialogue. What are we going to collect?
How about early American crafts to bring back home?
That's perfect.
What do you know about early American crafts?
Well, darling, I am the craftiest of them all.
Aside from the top of your head, your eyes are flat.
Well, your nose will be, darling, if we don't get...
I had
nice
this opportunity. Lila and Stella, please come
Robert,
in.
I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I see you have company.
Well, you know we're Tiffany.
Oh, how could I ever forget her? What an interesting outfit, dear. But then, of course, you look marvelous and everything.
Oh, thank you, darling.
And we met, didn't we, at
Yes. Hi,
the
how are
dry
you?
cleaners? Yes. How do you do? I do hope I'm not interrupting anything, but I just
Not at all.
had to rush over here and tell you the good news.
Which is?
We found it.
What?
The photograph. Oh, ladies, please forgive me, but I don't mean to exclude you, but Mr. Scorpio here has been trying to help me find a missing person.
Another missing person?
I'm just so excited. Look, I have the photographs here. Here we are.
Good work.
Oh, it's you who did the good work, Mr. Scorpio. Oh, just to think at last we found him at last. Do forgive me, ladies, please.
Not at all. I really don't know who you're looking for, but I hope some of your good luck rubs off on me.
Oh, yes, that's right. You have a missing person, too, don't you?
My sister.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my dear. But if Mr. Scorpio is looking for her, don't worry, because he will find her.
I think so. Today. Today.
Laura, I just don't understand it.
What?
What it is you get out of shoplifting.
I am not a shoplifter, Mel.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, you are when it comes to pretty little carved animals. Honey, why do you do it?
Because I like them, that's why. Besides, Mel, dear, it is no big deal. I haven't hurt anyone.
Baby, it's stealing, isn't it? I mean, if you get caught, it stays on your record.
If you're going to give me a lecture, skip it, okay?
Okay? Laura, that would be like trying to hide a bottle from an alcoholic.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's what it is with you, isn't it? I mean, it's a disease like alcoholism.
And since when are you such an authority on the subject?
Look, I have been reading a lot about it.
About shoplifting? Oh, come on, Mel, I don't believe it.
Well, why not? I mean, when somebody you care about has a disease, you want to know all you can about it, don't you?
Is that what you think? I've got a disease?
Baby, I'm not sure what you've got. I don't know if it's an addiction or a compulsion, maybe. Why don't you tell me?
I don't know, Mel. I just like little carved animals. I don't steal anything else.
Laura, look, I am not professing to be a psychiatrist, but I do want to help you. But I just can't figure out why it is that you do this. Now, there is one thing that I do know for sure. We can't have you going around shoplifting in Port Charles. We can't afford to have any trouble with the police.
I know. Lord knows I don't want to cause any trouble.
Laura, come here. Look at me. Then stay out of stores. Avoid any kind of temptation. I will help you any way I can.
All right. All right, I'll concentrate on the comics from now.
Ah, music to my ears.
But why don't you trot off and get me some juicy novels from the drugstore or something? I mean, that'll take my mind off little carved animals.
Oh, boy, I gotta get rolling.
Why? Why so early?
I want to get down to that photo supply store a little early. I've got to pick up some special polishing cloths. And I will run by the drugstore, and I will pick you up some juicy novels. Now, you gonna stay put?
Where would I go?
Laura, I want to trust you on this one.
Then do. Okay?
Okay.
Go to the store.
Promise me you'll stay put.
I promise I'll be a very good girl, Laura.
I won't be too long.
All right.
Lock up that.
Good morning.
And now that you're here.
Hi.
Good news about Johnny.
Oh, I wanted to be the first one to tell you, you know.
Maureen, I couldn't be happier.
Thank you.
Now, I'm just hoping that if he's going to fight again, he doesn't drop out of the sports program down at the sports center. The kids love him down there.
Oh, he won't. He loves them, too. As a matter of fact, if I know Johnny, he'll find time for both things.
Just think, Amy, someday we're going to be able to say, we knew him when.
Yeah.
Speaking of the sports center, I'm going down later today. Either of you like to join me?
I would definitely like a ride. Rick and Leslie are leaving too early for me.
You got one?
Thank you very much.
I'll call you later about the time, okay?
Okay.
I've got to run. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
He's not bad, you know. Main desk, Miss Vining. Oh, hi. Yeah, hold on just a second. Maureen, it is for you, long distance.
Oh. Hello? Johnny! Hi! Oh, I'm so glad to hear your voice. You made it all right. Good. You did? Already? That's great. Yeah, I hope you find him. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We're all fine. Okay, I'll tell them. And listen, if you need anything, kid, let me know, all right? And good luck in your search. Oh, wait, before you go, I'll call you later from New Hampshire, all right? Okay. All right, bye.
Sorry, but I couldn't help overhearing. Who's he looking for?
That's all right, Amy. He's looking for his old manager, Packy.
Packy? Packy? There is a human being named Packy?
Yes, actually there is. As a matter of fact, I don't think I ever heard his last name.
Oh, that's okay. Packy sounds like a good name for somebody who manages a fighter.
Yeah, Johnny says that he's quite a character. He's really very anxious to find him.
You know, this is kind of exciting. I've never known a real live prize fighter before. I mean, can you imagine it at Madison Square Gardens? Yeah, that boy, Johnny fight. I think it'll be really exciting.
Are you telling me, wait a minute, are you telling me you like the fight?
I love him.
You're kidding me.
Well, actually, I've never seen a real one, but I know I would love it if I did.
You know, I'm not so sure. I mean, I've been around a while, and I don't know how I feel about them.
Could you imagine settling arguments with your fists? I don't know. A lot faster than using words.
Amy, dear, I don't know how to tell you this, but when two fighters are in the ring, they're not exactly arguing.
Who's arguing? Nobody's arguing. We're talking about how to settle.
You want to see a really neat one? We're going to get into something if this young lady doesn't get a move on.
What?
It's an argument.
Cute.
Cute.
That's really adorable. He's just a little antsy because we have a few things to do today.
You're going to the sports center already?
Yep, we have plans to make. We have preparations to get underway.
You're right.
Is there something special going on?
You didn't read the bulletin on the bulletin board? You didn't see it?
No, I didn't. I didn't see it before I came on duty.
Ah, you missed our proclamation.
My
It was in big
gosh.
bold letters.
Proclamation?
Yes, we are putting one at Kelly's, and Alice, dear sweet Alice, is putting them in all the local supermarkets,
Mike
the
took to
dry
the
cleaners.
school.
You did what?
Well-
You're kidding.
Well,
It's
what
great.
do they say?
Oh, it says, and I quote, whatever the date is, a week from Friday, is hereby proclaimed to be Dollar Day in support of the Waterfront Sports Clinic. All donations gratefully accepted. And there's a meeting about it later on, so we have to go over there and set things
Yes,
up.
yes, we do.
Now, wait, you're going to sell things or what?
Things, yeah, things, you know, clothing, furniture, and services.
Amy, everybody has something to give, and we're working with the local merchants, getting them to organize and set up dollar bargain booths.
Sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to think of something I can do, make, or sell.
Oh, terrific.
You know, that sounds like so much fun.
I think
I'm so sorry I'm just not going to be here.
it's going to be a lot of fun. The response we have had this morning, I would say we'll have an awful lot of people sign up this afternoon, won't you?
Well, Zach and I will be there.
Good. Terrific. We'll put you to work.
Okay. You know, $1 won't go very far today.
$1 for our sports center. We will make sure it goes a very long way.
I think I'm leaving.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad for a beginner. Hey, say, you got real promise, kid. Been at it long?
Listen, buddy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Maury, looking good, man.
Good to see you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Only you know better than sneaking up on a guy like that. Good thing it was you.
How you doing?
Great. How about you?
Super, super.
I haven't seen you around here in a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's been too long. Not anymore.
Does that mean what I think it means?
I'm back.
To fight?
I'm back to fight.
Glad to hear it, Johnny. You know, I never thought you was washed up in the first place. You need guys like you.
Yeah, Maury, I even missed the smell of this joint.
You got it bad. You know, the guys around here still talk about you.
Yeah? I'm gonna really give them something to talk about this time.
Well, we can use some excitement. Style, too. That's what you got. I've always liked your style, Johnny.
That's all Packy's doing. Hey, you seen him? Guy told me I might find him down here.
I haven't seen Packy in a couple of months. Around November sometime.
Yeah? I want him to manage me again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, great. Look, from what I hear, he's working with some new kid in that uptown gym.
Yeah.
You know the place?
Do I know the place? Hey, Maury. Hey, do these hands know what to do with this, huh? Needs practice. Feels good, man.
Hey, you're looking good, Johnny.
Yeah, you're looking terrific.
Good to see you.
You got real promise, kid.
All right.
See you later.
All right.
They do look alike, don't they?
Identical.
Then that means
It's the same boy.
Oh, Mrs. Quartermain, I knew it.
Oh, Stella, to think that after all this time...
Well, my contact in Europe assures me that that man in the photograph there, 30 years younger, is the same person.
Well, I just can't tell you how grateful I am for all that you've done for me.
You found the photograph?
Yes, but it was you who took the task and performed it so beautifully.
My dear Lila, any task for you could never be described as difficult. Just a pleasure.
Be careful, young man. You make me blush.
Okay, look, back to business. I assume you'll want to contact this man as soon as possible.
Oh, as soon as possible.
Okay, well, look, I'll call my contact in Europe. He'll arrange for the address and phone number, and, well, I'll do it right now if you like.
Well, yes, do that, dear boy, but I'm afraid we won't be able to wait because we promised those dear people, the Webbers, that we'd come and help them with their sports center. I don't know what exactly I can do to help them, but, well, I'll find something, I'm sure.
I'm absolutely sure of it. Tell me, how are they making out over there?
Well, I'm not too certain. Of course, there's a lot of enthusiasm going around, but as you well know, it takes more than that to put over a project.
Hey.
Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Goodbye, Robert.
Bye-bye, love.
Thank you very much. Excuse me, folks. Would you all like to donate to a worthy cause?
Are you thinking of a collection, Amy?
Well, not exactly, see?
What? What's that say? Sports Center Dollar Day?
Well, actually, Dollar Day is a week from Friday, but I thought that I would kind of get a head start on things. So, like, any loose change you happen to have lying around, but actually I'm going for the green stuff.
Amy, I don't think that's exactly what Dollar Day is supposed to be.
Amy, whose idea was this?
Mine?
Your mother and father know what you're doing?
Well, how could they? I just got the idea 10 minutes ago. Why?
Well, soliciting funds is not allowed here in the hospital, except for special projects, and never for outside ones.
Well, this is a hospital project.
Oh? How do you figure that?
Well, people go to the sports center to exercise, right?
Yes.
And exercise is good for your health, right?
Right.
Well, then I see this as preventative medicine.
Well, you have a point.
Well, then, see.
Well, then see what?
Well, I figure if people go to the sports center and they exercise and it's good for their health and they're healthy, then they stay out of here. And we're in business to keep people in health. So this is a hospital project.
Oh, Amy.
Well, that's very strange reasoning, Amy, but very persuasive.
Well, okay, then.
There you go.
Got you, Jan.
Here's all the change I have.
Thank you very much, Mr.
I have $1, my
Audrey.
dear.
It is greatly appreciated.
When you
Thank
go,
you.
Amy, with a speech like that, how could we resist?
Sounds pretty good. I put some money in there just for effect, you know. People like to hear.
Very
Over there, I am going to get some money from those guys. If you will excuse me, it's been a pleasure, my pleasure, doing business with you.
You know, I never thought of the sports center quite like that.
Oh, leave it to Amy to come up with a fresh new approach. It makes sense, though.
Well, keeping people healthy and out of hospitals is a very good project. Even for a hospital.
I think Steve would agree with that, too.
Wonder what else we can do.
Well, you know, Leslie said that they were going to have some kind of meeting down there this afternoon later on. I don't know, maybe we should all stop by and see.
Listen, that's a good idea. Someone around here must know when the meeting is.
Well, I'll talk to Zach. He seems to be quite involved.
Oh, good, and let me know, because I think Steve will want to be a part of this. I mean, if it is a hospital project.
Oh, it is, of course.
Oh, then I'm sure he'll want to be a part of it. So I think we'll both enjoy it a lot. Listen, I've got to run.
We'll let you know.
Right. Bye.
Yeah, Flight 12 from New York. I'll hold.
Hang up, darling. Your plane has landed. We just talked to Luke personally.
Oh, good. Wait till he sees us in these get-ups.
I have never been so gussy down in my life, darling. Even in my rarest of character roles, I have never looked quite so dull. Boring. Down to the last little detail. Ugh.
Well, maybe we should meet him.
No, there isn't time. He said he'd just meet us at the coffee house.
Oh, well, good man, Luke. I mean, he's always got his head together on land, sea, and sometimes in the air.
Well, he said if the plane circled one more time around Port Charles, that he would get sick. All I could think of was that he might head back to New York.
Ironic, that.
What, darling?
Well, Luke hates New York and constantly has a reason to be there. Me, I love the place and can't get within 100 miles of it.
Hey, you got a minute?
That depends.
I'm looking for a guy named Packy. You know him?
Yeah, I know it.
Well, great. You know where I can find him?
Depends on why you're looking for him.
He used to manage me.
I thought you looked familiar. Morrissey, right? Johnny.
Yeah, that's me.
Sure, I remember you. Used to be pretty good. Back in the biz, huh?
Yeah, both feet.
And you're looking for Packy to manage you?
Yeah, you bet. Best there is.
Maybe once, not anymore. There's a whole lot better guys around in here. You've got something to offer, so why stick with a deadbeat like Packy?
Oh, pal, you better watch what you say there. Because he's no deadbeat to me. Something real special.
You're wasting your time and talent, kid.
I didn't ask for advice. I just asked you where you might find him.
Don't skin off my nose. West Side, 10th Avenue Hotel. But you're wasting your time. You don't got it no more.
This is going to be a piece of cake, Mel. I mean, these people are never going to know what hit them. I can't wait.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.